My brother disappeared for a year and showed up acting like nothing happened. My brother Ethan disappeared on a Tuesday afternoon. No argument, no warning, no goodbye. He just stopped existing in our lives. His phone went straight to voicemail. His job called asking if he was sick. His landlord called asking why rent had not been paid. His car was gone, but his apartment looked unfinished, like he meant to come back after grabbing groceries. At first, we told ourselves he needed space. Ethan had always been restless. He talked about starting over a lot, but days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. We filed a missing person report when his bank account stopped showing activity. We checked hospitals. We called friends. We barely remembered the names of. My mom slept with her phone volume all the way up every night for a year. She jumped every time it buzzed. My dad started leaving the porch light on, even during the day. Holidays became quiet and tense. We celebrated birthdays with an empty chair that no one mentioned, but everyone noticed. I dreamed about Ethan constantly. In the dreams, he was always just out of reach, waving like everything was fine. Then one afternoon, I opened my front door, and there he was, standing on the porch like nothing had happened. Same crooked smile, same jacket he used to steal from my closet. He looked healthier than I expected, relaxed, sunburned even. "Hey," he said, "you got food?" I honestly thought my brain had snapped. I stared at him long enough that he stepped around me and walked inside. He dropped his bag by the door and sat on the couch like it was his house again. No apology, no explanation, no acknowledgement of the year we lost. When my mom saw him, she screamed, then cried, then hugged him so hard I thought she might collapse. My dad just stood there shaking, staring at him like he was afraid he might vanish again. Ethan hugged them both and said he needed a shower. That night at dinner, he talked about traffic, podcasts, and how weird it was that our couch was still uncomfortable. He asked why everyone looked so serious. That was when I snapped. I asked where he had been. He shrugged and said he needed a reset. Life felt heavy. He wanted to start fresh for a bit. He said it calmly, like explaining a sabbatical. When I told him what we went through, he laughed and said we were being dramatic. Something about that answer settled deep in my chest and stayed there. I stopped confronting him. Instead, I watched. I noticed how his stories never had names or places, how he changed details without realizing it, how he avoided questions that required timelines. I noticed the way he kept his bag close, even when showering. A week later, while my parents were grocery shopping, I went to our old shared storage unit. Inside were boxes labeled with different names, fake resumes, burner phones, IDs that did not belong to him, clothes in different styles, notes with schedules and reminders written in handwriting I knew too well. My stomach dropped. Ethan had not been missing. He had been hiding, running small cons under fake identities, short-term jobs, borrowed money, fake friendships, then disappearing before consequences could catch him. I sat on the concrete floor for a long time before taking photos. My hands shook the entire time. I wanted to be wrong. I wanted this to be a misunderstanding, but it was not. I turned everything over to the police. Ethan was arrested quietly one morning while eating cereal. He looked genuinely shocked. He yelled that I betrayed him, that family does not do that to each other, that I ruined his life. I told him, family does not disappear and leave everyone else bleeding from worry. The investigation uncovered more victims than I expected. Employers he scammed, friends he borrowed money from, people who thought he had vanished just like we did. The year he was gone was not a mystery. It was a pattern. My parents were furious at me at first. They did not speak to me for weeks. Then slowly, painfully, the anger shifted. Therapy helped, time helped, but truth helped the most. Ethan still writes letters, pretending none of it was serious, pretending he will be different when he gets out. I do not respond. The house is quieter now, safer, and I learned something I wish I never had to. Sometimes the person who walks back into your life like nothing happened is counting on your relief to erase their damage. Do not let them.